"A fine with probation," Tracy answered, "and no time served." "Forget it," the judge said gruffly. "What if we could arrange for Pete to leave New York today?" Tracy asked. "Out of sight, out of mind, out of the newspaper, no interviews. The story dies because the story is gone. Poof!" The judge almost smiled. A disappearing act, huh? Explain." Peke's biological father has offered to take custody of him. I whipped around so fast I hurt my neck. My father had gotten to his feet. "I take it you're the father?" "Yes, sir. Joshua Wood." "The climber?" "Yes, sir." The judge glanced at Wolf and Mom, then looked back at Joshua. "Mr. Wood, how much time have you spent with your son lately?" "Not much the past few years," he admitted. "Not any for the last 7 years, to be exact," I thought. "When Terry and Rolf got married," he continued, "we decided it would be best for Pete if I kept a low profile. This was the first time I'd heard of this. In fact, I wasn't sure my father knew that Wolf and my mother had gotten married." Sorry guys, let's try that again. "This is the first time I'd heard of this. In fact, I wasn't sure my father knew that Wolf and my mother had married until he stepped into the courtroom. Maybe she had sent him a postcard or something. He certainly hadn't been invited to the wedding." "Why do you want to do this?" the judge asked. "Pete is my son. It's time I stepped forward and took some responsibility." I looked at my mother and Wolf. They were both staring straight ahead, expressionless. "What do you think?" the judge asked. Tracy elbowed me in the side, and I turned back around. "Me?" The judge nodded. That would be great. Your Honor?" The judge turned his attention back to my father. "Do you have the wherewithal? Wherewithal? That makes sense. The wherewithal? Okay. Wherewithal to support and raise a 14-year-old boy?" "We've prepared a complete financial statement," Tracy said. She grabbed a sheet of paper from the desk and took it up to the bench. The judge flipped through the pages. "As you can see, Mr. Wood is a very successful businessman." "On paper," the judge said begrudgingly. He looked at my father again. "Where do you live, Mr. Wood?" "Chiang Mai." "I'm sorry, guys. I told you it gets into Chinese." "Chiang Mai," my father answered. Sorry, guys. Sorry, just what state that in? What state that in? It's in Thailand. Thailand? I don't know. Whatever. It's in Thailand. This was followed by a very long silence. This was followed by a long. Sorry, guys. This was followed by a very long silence, and I felt the drain plug loosen. "What about Pete's schooling?" the judge finally asked. "There's an international school less than 5 miles from my house," my father answered. "I've already enrolled him. He'll begin in August." "Pete is currently attending the Green Street School," Tracy said. "He has only one requirement left to complete this year. It should be easily accomplished in Thailand." "The Green Street School?" The judge smiled for the first time. "It just so happens that I went to GSS when I was a kid. I didn't know they had League of Prodigies." The judge waved the prosecutor up to the bench, where they had a long, whispered conversation. When it was over, he looked at all of us one by one. "All right," he said. "This is what we're going to do. Pete, you're on probation until you reach the age of 18. If during that time you break a law in the state of New York, thus violating your probation, sorry guys, mixing up. Thus violating your probation, you will immediately serve out the rest of your time in a juvenile detention faculty. Do you understand?" "Yes." "Furthermore, the court fined you $150,000. My shock must have shown, because the judge put up his hand for me to calm down. The money will be held in escrow by the state and returned if you fulfill the terms of your probation. He looked over at my 3 parents. I assume you can scrape the money together? No problem, Your Honor, my father said. Mom and Wolf concurred. If I'm going to cut Peek loose, we have to make this look good, the judge continued. I'm putting a gag order on all of you. You are not to discuss any aspect of this case with the media or anyone else, especially the refundable fine. We want to discourage people from copying Peek's idiotic stunt. Idiotic stunt. In other words, we want this to go away. He looked at Tracy and me. Poof, he said. And that's the end of, I think, chapter 3, right? I do not know. Like I said, these chapters are not numbered at all. Yeah, it's chapter 3. Yeah, the end of chapter 3. Wow, like I said, something good was gonna happen. Yay! He was cut loose. He's 14. I could date him. That'd be kind of cool. But you have to look good. He's a climber. Yeah. I'm gonna go. Yeah. Like, my grandparents, like, my grandma and my Uncle Cody are going to Brad and Bobbitt's. And my sister told me that, like, we were going to go over there to my cousin's, Brad and Bobbitt. That's just kind. He's kind of cute. Yeah. And last time we were like, oh, I gotta tell you, he knew I liked him. He likes him too. But then again, I haven't seen him in like a year. He lives like an hour away from me. So. Okay, back to the book. So yes, I have a lot on my mind today. I'm still waiting for this other guy to call. Yep. Well, you gotta say that that's pretty good. And if you reviewed the end of chapter 2 and you listened, there was a contest and there was a question. Okay. And like I said, okay, because if you've seen the end and you look through the description, my email's not in there. Jeez. Oh, it's not. Okay, just spread this around YouTube, okay? Contest. Okay? Instead, you must... so get the 20th person to answer on a comments page. On the comments page. You can answer more than once. And the 20th person to answer one of the questions. To answer the first question. The 20th person to answer all the questions correctly will get to pick the next funny video that I get to do. And like I said before, I don't know if I can do it on webcam, maybe webcam, not sure about that. I have to hook it up to my computer. It's on my mom's computer. And my mom's computer it's not a good spot to film. Not a good background. Yeah, so, things change. 20th commenter. You will be like, awesome! The 20th commenter will get the choice of, what's the choice of what's my next video is going to be. It's gotta be something funny. It's gotta be something that everybody will watch. It's gotta be something most famous. It's gotta be, I explained the rules last time, it's gotta be something that I can do on webcam or on audio. Okay, the next chapter would be chapter 4, and it's called The Twins. Twins is gonna be a good chapter. Yeah, I'm working on the The fourth one